Hello, Python coder. Here's a solution to the Chapter 3 preparation program. We start off with the pseudocode after you've identified yourself. And in this case, there are quite a few steps in the solution. So the pseudocode is rather lengthy. But you want to work out the pseudocode first because that's where you work out the logic that's needed for the actual program. Once you've got the pseudocode done, then you can write your program in Python. Basically, you're going to be translating the pseudocode into Python code. Well, we're starting off with an input for the number of pounds, and we're going to store that in the variable LBS. Now, if the pounds are greater than or equal to 40, the price is $7.50 per pound, so we work out the price of the coffee. In this case, the coffee here represents the price of just the coffee. Now, if it's not greater than 40, then maybe it's greater than 20. And if it is, then we'll multiply the weight by 875, and so on. 10 multiplied by 10 if it's greater than 10 pounds. And if it's not greater than 10 pounds, it's $12 per pound for the coffee. Now, I want to point something out that's very, very important here. You don't need to say, and pounds is less than 40. Okay? That's just not necessary, because there's no way that the flow of control in your program can get to this line unless this line is false. So if this line is false, we know it's less than 40. So it would be redundant to say and pounds less than 40. Okay, now this technique works if you order your options. If you notice, my weights go 40, 20, 10, and then less than 10. So I've got them in order. If you put your ifs and elifs in order, you can always use that technique. You don't necessarily need to use the logical AND operator. That's an important point, and you want to adhere to that when you do your major program that's worth 25 points. Okay, next we're going to work out the tax. We're using a constant tax rate. Notice constants are in all uppercase. If there's two words in the name of the constant, you separate them with underscores. And then we calculate the tax with our coffee price multiplied by that tax rate. And now we want to work out the shipping. If the cost of the coffee is more than $1.50, the shipping is free. So in other words, shipping is zero. Otherwise, if it's not, shipping is the same as the weight because it's $1 per pound. And then we add the cost of the coffee, the cost of the shipping, plus the tax to get the total. And then we use F strings to print those out. Now, remember, when you're printing out F strings, you want to get currency format. You start your string with an F, and you put placeholders. Now, I added a little extra feature here by putting the pounds in the cost printout. Don't need to do that, but I thought it was a nice touch. So placeholders, curly braces, and you can put variables in those between the braces. And if you want to format it as currency, you have to specify what variable you want to format, and then you follow that with a colon and a 0.2f to show 2 decimal places. And I've run the program here, as you can see off to the right, with 50 pounds and 8 pounds. And these are the numbers that you should get with those values. There you have it.